The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
Hi everyone, welcome to Artist Corner. My name is Dana Barnes. I'm the president of the Greater Fall River Art Association. It is my pleasure today, my distinct pleasure today, to welcome one of my very favorite people on the whole planet. She is one of our newest artists in residence. She and her mom have a studio in the building up on the 3rd floor. She is my floor mate. She is one of the young ones who has started our art program at the association, and now she's graduating into the bigger art group, and she's been taking an awful lot of extra work. She just finished taking an water-soluble oil painting class with Miss Gwen. She's been a volunteer at the organization for our summer art camp, and she's going to volunteer again for summer art camp, as well as helping out with whatever things that we need to have help with. So I am so very pleased to welcome to Art Corner Miss Faith Mello.
Hi.
Hi, honey. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So tell me, why, tell me about your art. Tell me what you like about your art.
I like how it's very abstract,
Okay.
and you can see different pictures in my art. It's very fun and outgoing.
Everybody sees something different when they have a piece of your art. Awesome. I love that. What are your favorite mediums? What do you like to work in?
Watercolor and acrylic.
Don't like that water-soluble oil, do you?
No.
Anything about pastels? Do you have a thought about pastels?
Yeah, I have. They're interesting to work with.
Are they more fun or less fun for you?
Less fun.
Yeah, you're really into the acrylics and stuff.
Yeah, paint.
Cool. So where does your inspiration come from? What inspires you? I know what inspires this piece, but what inspires you in general?
My imagination and sometimes nature. Like if I look out in the window, you can see nature. And I bring that to life in my canvas or paper.
Awesome. Do you do any work with, I know that you like to do your drips and the splatters that we all love to do.
Yeah.
What else do you like? What do you do that makes your art come alive for you?
I like blending and mixing colors.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell me about the piece that's sitting on the table here. I know what it is. I've seen this, so I know what this is. So talk to me, but talk to the folks out there who don't know what that is.
So it's an ocean piece that is actually inspired by the
That's okay. She's got it.
the main ocean that I go to very often, and you can see like the sand, like the splatters of sand that I tried to make, and the white lines is actually made of white acrylic paint with like the dart tip of one of the darts. It's really unique.
Love it.
Yeah.
So tell me about Maine. Tell me I know that it's inspired a lot of your work. So tell me about Maine. Tell me where it is and what makes it that place for you.
I go to Steuben, Maine, and it's like it has a lot of trees and animals and nature all around. So it inspires me to try to make the wonderfulness of Maine into my artwork.
is that someplace that you could see you going on a regular basis when you get older?
Yeah.
To do like a summer retreat for yourself to go?
Yeah.
All day, every day, right?
Yes.
I love it. So tell me a little bit about. I know you're in school. Do you have
Yes.
art? Do you get art in school?
Yes. We
And-
have it like we have it every like semester, which is like there's 2 semesters, so we have it one semester and then we don't have it the other semester.
Okay. And what kinds of things do you do in that particular?
We do all medias. We do paint, we do portraits, we do 3D. It's really fun.
You like it?
Yes.
Excellent. So what kinds of things do you want to try that are different from your abstract?
I would love to try like portraits of people.
Okay.
That would be interesting.
Okay. Is that something you'd like to try in paint, or would you like to try in pencil sketching?
Pencil
or
sketching.
pencils?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Start out there.
Perfect. Well, I know that your present instructor, Miss Gwen, does a lot of portraiture,
She does.
and I know that she would be like jumping over the table to give
Yeah.
you a hug.
Yeah.
Yes, because a lot of people don't like to do portraits. They're not. Lots of people. I think it's one of those forms that you either like or you don't like, and I'm happy to hear that you want to try something like that. I think she'd be doing backflips and cartwheels to help
Yeah.
you do that. I know she's.
She gets me to try something new every day.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And I think for someone that's beginning their art career like you, for me, I think it's important for you to try all kinds of things, and that way you can decide. Well, maybe I don't like the water-soluble oils right now, but maybe somewhere down the road you might go back to them and pick them up and say, all right, let me try this and let me see. Maybe I will like it at another point in time in your world.
Yeah.
Tell me about the things you use for texture, because I know you like your texture too.
Wow. I have a lot of things. Sponge brushes makes good texture, and leaves from outside makes like good like prints. Oh, I don't know, like tinfoil that you can go against the canvas or like whatever you're using. That makes a good texture.
Have you used texture paste and those three-dimensional paste yet?
I don't think so.
I think I didn't bring those into your class, so maybe you'll have to
Yeah.
you'll have to come into my studio and we can play with the texture paste that I have.
Yeah.
Because that'll make a lot of texture. And I know that you've been coming to the art program that we have at the Art Association for a number of years. So tell me why. Why did you want to come to that to the art classes, and what have you liked about it, and even what has it, aside from the water-soluble oils, what has not rocked your world? So tell me about what the program has been like for you there.
I first started going there because I always loved art. I always loved drawing. I loved like messing around with things in my house. So we saw you guys on Facebook or like a website, and we were like, oh, I want to go try that out and I want to learn more stuff about art. So I did, and I made some friends there, and I met really nice teachers like you, and I just stuck with it because I really enjoy it.
It makes you happy.
Yes, definitely.
Get you to your happy place. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I want to hear. Do you like collage?
Yeah.
It's an interesting medium.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So tell me, where do you see your art going in the future? Where would you like? Do you want to be an artist?
Definitely.
A working artist? Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a desire for graphic work, or do you want to be a fine artist, for lack of a better word, or a sculptor or something like that?
I don't know. Not a sculptor. Not really sure, but I definitely want to be an artist when I grow up.
Excellent.
And take it a new chapter in my life with art.
Perfect. Perfect. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. So tell me what you think we're going to do at summer art camp. I know you were there last. I know you were there last year, and we had all these young ones running around. It was kind of crazy, but
Yeah, I loved it though.
it was. So what? as one of the volunteers, what do you think worked really well last year, and what can we do different this year? What do you think we should do differently this
The
year?
kids really enjoyed, like, you know, like the squirt guns. Like, you would wear like a white t-shirt, like the volunteers, and then they would all squirt the volunteers. That was really, really fun. They enjoyed it, and then they would do it on that canvas. So it was really, that I loved the most.
That was a lot of fun. We
Yeah.
kind of got pretty wet there.
I
That was a-
did, yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I think I know the tie-dye T-shirts were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then Miss Liz came and put the logo on them. Those were kind of fun. I enjoyed that too. I like the. I think this year we're going to try to do maybe some fairy houses.
Wow.
So that I think we'll be able to do a little bit more with that. We've done some landscaping in the back of the Art Association, so
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to do a few more fairy houses and things like that. Do you think they like the painting on the rocks? I know you all did rock painting and mold
Yeah.
painting and things like that. Did they? I think they poured the molds and played around with that. Did they have a good time?
Yeah, I think they liked it. Like, making their own creations on the rock is fun. I think
Yeah.
they liked it.
Because I think it's a small piece of artwork, and they can actually get it done and take it home without waiting for canvas to sit and dry and things like that.
Yeah.
Especially the big canvases with the pendulums. Awesome. So, you have your studio.
Yes.
Are you happy being an artist in residence?
Yeah, very happy.
Excellent. Well, I know that all of us who are part of your artist in residence group, we all really like having you there. We like seeing how you grow. I can't wait to see how much more you do with your art and where you grow. I'm excited to see a portrait from you. I think
Yeah.
because it'll be so different from what we're used to gathering from you, and I think that you have that talent. I truly think you have that talent, and I think Miss Gwen could be a real asset for you there.
Yeah.
She's really quite good portraiture. She's
Yep,
going to be.
I saw some of her
You've seen some of her
pieces.
work, isn't she amazing? Isn't it
Yeah.
amazing? So she'd be very happy to. I know she'd be very happy to make that happen for you. She's a good instructor, and she's a good person to have do that. She's been an asset too.
Yeah.
She came at the same time you did to be an artist in residence, so I'm very happy about that. So, what's next for you? What are we doing next for you in terms of your art? I know you're not crazy about, like I said, the water-soluble oils, but do you want
Not
to
my favorite.
do some? I know you wanted to do some portraiture with things like that. What else would you like to see yourself doing?
Possibly more like, I love doing like splatters on like my pieces. Like, I did splatters on the ocean, but like the canvas on itself, like a white base, and splatters like black base, that would be fun. Or like dripping it, like moving it around. That would be fun.
Excellent. Excellent. I think that would be fabulous. I think you'd have a good time doing that too. Have you ever tried something called pointillism with the little dots?
Yeah.
Not the big dots, not the mandala dots, but the little tiny dots. You with your splatters, it's a different way to do it, but that might be something fun for you to give a shot at, just once.
Yeah,
And if you
just
don't like it, don't. If you don't like it, we don't have to do it again.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, tell me what it was about the oils that you didn't like. What was it that that was not rocking your world with that? Because you're usually I know you're usually really okay with most everything. But what was it that wasn't working for you? I'm just curious because I don't use them either. But I'm just curious.
I didn't like the different like coats. Like, you have to do like a sculpting coat or something. And then what we did in particular was like getting an object and like having to like make that come alive on the canvas. I don't like to do that. I like to do abstract. So that was kind of tough for me, and I didn't enjoy that as well. But yeah, probably those two things.
It's oil painting is all about the layers.
Yeah.
It always is all about the layers.
Yeah.
And it forces you to think differently than trying to do an abstract or even a splatter or things like that. I know why I personally don't use them is just because I'm not crazy about waiting for them to dry. It's
Yeah.
not my thing. But I do know that Miss Gwen absolutely loves them, and but she can make
I
them
don't know
work.
how she does it.
Yep. But I think it also is one of those things where you have to become used to them.
Yep.
You know, it's like the same with watercolor. So tell me why you like watercolors. What is that? Why? Because they react differently than your acrylic. So why the watercolor?
It's very like lightweight and creative. Like you can make different artwork when you use watercolor. It's really fun and amusing to work with. And when you see on a canvas, it brings something that acrylic doesn't.
Yeah.
So there's just something about watercolor that I really like.
Awesome. Awesome. I think that I too like watercolor. I love acrylics. All that stuff. I think that watercolors can be very forgiving. You know, if you don't like it, you just add more color or take some away. And you can actually get it to dry a lot faster than some of the other things. And I think that I've seen a lot of your pieces from the past. I've seen a lot of your work. I know that you enjoy the abstract aspect of everything. Why abstract?
Because you can make like different things with the paintings. And I don't know, it's just something that pulls me in that I really enjoy other than anything else. Just really.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think the other thing is everybody can take a look at a piece of your artwork and see different things. I know this piece has been on exhibit at the Art Association, and I know that I saw waves, but I also know that 3 or 4 other people saw broken glass.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. Your abstract in particular lends itself to people interpreting it in a very personal way for them, which is very hard to do for an artist. And you've already started working with that. I think that's phenomenal. Do you know about like color theory and things like that? I know Miss Gwen has been trying to get everybody sort of working towards that, so we're not making mud all day every day, but I know she's been trying really hard to get that to happen. I think that's part of it is important. Do you draw? I don't remember. Do you draw?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. You're better than I am.
Yeah.
I don't always draw. I'm one of those that likes to just throw the paint on the canvas and let's see what happens with that. Yep. You know, and if I like it, great. If I don't, gesso is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. I use it many times.
You use it a lot, right?
Yeah.
Something doesn't go well. Let's get a little white paint on that. That works better. Save the canvas and make it go. Awesome. So how much? What do you see yourself doing for the summer? I know you'll be out of school soon. Are you going on vacation to Maine, or will you be doing art, or what's your thing for the summer?
Most of the time, most of the time I'll be home.
Okay.
I know, like the last week of June we're going to Maine,
I see.
and then in August. But I think any time we'll be free, and I'll go to the art studio and.
You spend more time in your studio than I get to spend in mine.
Yeah.
Mine's always open, but it's like I never get to spend any time in it. We, as resident artists, we will have a show come September, and we will all take over the main galleries in the building. So I look forward to seeing what you have put up for that, and our studios will all be open and all of that good stuff. I am so happy to have had you here today.
Thank you.
I can't even tell you. It has been a joy and a pleasure. I've loved watching you grow. I cannot wait to see where your art takes you. And thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.